Hello students, welcome to ABBH's Digital Classroom. Standard 10th Geography. Lesson number 6, Part 2. We have already studied the lesson number 6, Population, till the density of population. We have compared the population density of India and Brazil. We have also studied the reasons for the high and the low density of population and the distribution of population according to the geographical conditions. Let us revise the density of population of India and Brazil. The population of India is around 121 crores, whereas Brazil has around 19 crores. India is the second most populous country, whereas Brazil ranks 5th in population. Even though India occupies only 2.41% of the land area of the world, it supports 17.5% of the world's total population, whereas Brazil occupies 5.6% of the world's total land, but it supports only 2.78% of the world's total population. This makes India a densely populated country. The density of population in India is 382 persons per square kilometer, whereas the density of population of Brazil is 23 persons per square kilometer. The composition of population. The components of population are sex ratio, age group, population growth, life expectancy, and the literacy rate. Now let us study the first component of population, that is the sex ratio. As we have studied in the earlier classes, the sex ratio means the number of females per 1000 males. Now let us study the sex ratio of Brazil. Now this graph is drawn on the basis of the statistical data of the last 50 years, that is from 1961 till 2011. Now here if you see in 1961, the number of females was around 1010. Till 1991, it was uniform. After that, the sex ratio started increasing. And from 2001 onwards till 2011, it shows a steep hike. The sex ratio went above 1060. So the number of women in Brazil with respect to the number of men is far more. Now let us study the situation in India. In India, it is exactly the opposite. For the same last 50 years, if you see, in 1961, the number of females was only 940 per 1000 males. In this decade, from 61 to 71, it declined to 930. Again, there was a small increase till 1981, and again a steep decrease in 1991. After 1991, the ratio started increasing till 2011. So the number of females per 1000 males, which was 940 in 1961, after 50 years, it went up to 960. So this was the increase in the 50 years. Now this was due to some of the government schemes when it was understood that the number of females is decreasing. So there is going to be an imbalance in the society. The number of males and the females has to be equal. So when it was found that there is an imbalance in the society, then different schemes like Save the Girl Child, Educate the Girl Child, free education for the girls, all these schemes were started and implemented. Then the number of females started increasing. Now let us study another important component of the population, that is the age group. Now here you will see a quite different graph, a different type of representing the statistical data. Here on the horizontal axis, the percentage of population is shown, whereas on the vertical axis, the age group is shown. Again here in the percentage of population, the population of males as well as females, both are shown. And the males and females are divided into different age groups. The first age group is 0 to 4 years and so on till the age of 100 years. Now here you can see this is an age and sex pyramid. This type of graph is called as a pyramid. Observe and study this graph. This is the age and sex pyramid of Brazil in the year 2016. So in Brazil in the year 2016, the percentage of males and females in the age group of 0 to 4 years was near to 4%. Then the next age group also around 4% and so on. Here you can see the population, the age group of 30 to 34 was the highest. Here it means that this country is gradually getting older as the number of young people, the number of newborns is less as compared to the grown-ups. It means in the coming decades, this country is starting to grow older and older. Now let us check the percentage of population and age group of India. This statistical data shows that in India, the age group of 0 to 4 years is more than 5%, around 5%. As you go further, 5 years to 10, 10 to 14 and 16 to 20. All these age groups are more. This shows that the country will be a young country in the next decades. A young country means a country which is capable of more and more development. Let us see the population growth rate. Now what is population growth? The number of children taking birth in a given year. This also statistical data shows the record from 1960 to 2000. In 1960, the population growth rate of Brazil was 3%. This population growth rate shows a consistent decline. It declined in 1970, it went down to 2.4%. And it went on dropping till 2000. It became up to 0.3%. So the population growth rate decreased consistently in Brazil. In India, if you see, in 1961, the growth rate was 2%. In 1971, it rose up to 2.5%. Then it was somewhat uniform till 1991. And from 1991 onwards till 2011, it went on declining. The life expectancy is another important component of the population study. Now, life expectancy means the maximum age a person will gain. So, in Brazil in 1960, a Brazilian was expected to live on an average for 54 years. So the average life expectancy was 54 years. And here you can see it went on increasing according to the decades. In 1960 it was 54. In the next 10 years it went up to 59. Then 62 and so on. In 2016 it rose up to 75 years. Now let us see about India. In India, the life expectancy of an Indian in 1960 was 41 years. Then it went on increasing, and in 2016 it went up to 68 years. So an average Indian lives for 68 years. Is expected to live for 68 years. Now, how this life expectancy rate increases? This happens due to the development in the health facilities, new researches in the medical sciences, and the improvement in the standard of living. The most important is the literacy rate. The literacy rate of Brazil. Now, what is literacy? The ability to read and write. In simple words, it is defined as the ability to read and write. But literacy rate means the number of days of education, the number of years of schooling and the number of years of education. So, in Brazil, in 1981, the literacy rate was 74.6. Till 2016, it went on rising and it is 92.6. Maybe in the next few years, it must have gone up more than 92.8% also. Let us see the literacy rate of India. In India, the literacy rate was previously 40.8%. Till 2016, it went up to 72.2%. Now we have studied the components of population. From this, what do we conclude? We conclude that population is a resource. India has a higher working population. The life expectancy is also increased, and there is an increase in the literacy rate also. So all these can make India as a resourceful country. All these makes population as a resource and not an obstacle. If the population is idle, uneducated and not healthy and unhealthy, then it becomes an obstacle or a burden on the country and not a resource. Now, after studying the lesson, you are going to write on how India can emerge as a superpower in the coming decades. So this is your project for this lesson, and all are going to write this. All will write on their own. Write your own opinions and then solve the exercise in the notebook. We'll meet in the next session. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Have a nice day.